Good morning, guys. I know we're in a completely different setting, but for some reason this morning for this reading, I really felt like I wanted to be outside. It's so beautiful out. Yeah, and I'm excited to be here and do the reading for you guys. Now, this is a twin flame reading, so we're not doing regular zodiac. If you are familiar with the twin flame path, then this reading's for you. If you're not, if you don't already know what the twin flame path, journey, destiny is, then it's probably because you're not on it. So your best bet might be to check the zodiac sign for you. But if you are on the twin flame divine counterpart path, this reading is for you. Before we get started, I'm Love's Intuition. Subscribe to the channel for me. Also, like this video and comment if it resonates for you at the end. So I'm going to do one more shuffle, right? And then we're going to see what's been going on for the rest of September for our twin flames, which I also believe I'm in one of those, so we'll see. Okay, so it looks like right now, oops, we've got burdens. I'm trying to figure out where I can put them so you can see them. Kind of have to turn sideways. So we have burdens. It looks like, and see, so it looks like most likely you guys are not going through, you and your counterpart are not getting along right now. I see a lot of remorse, a lot of heartache, and a lot of burdens in the relationship right now, up to this point, or at least at this point. But this is happening because we're coming to the point into which, as a couple, the masculine and the feminine together, are figuring out how to move forward as their whole family, as their whole, connection, partnership, and they're figuring out how to give to each other the correct way. I know, at least in my personal twin flame relationship, I'm going through exactly the same thing, where there's been a disconnect from what each side wants, the masculine and the feminine. Feminine tends to be a lot more spiritual, a lot more able to live in the 5D and understand the energy and why this is all happening, whereas the masculine is much more able to figure out the 3D world. And when we come together, both inside of ourselves, meaning the feminine and the masculine that's inside of us as an individual, whether we are the masculine part or the feminine part, we have to balance that within ourselves as well, the masculine and the feminine. So living in the 5D and living in the 3D. Is a really good way to put this, right? So right now, both of you are trying to figure out how to move forward. What's happening with the feminine, please? We'll do right now one side for feminine and one side for masculine, and just look at both for what's coming up here. And this is, like I said, till the end of September. Okay, so what's happening for feminine, please? What's happening for the feminine? For Emperor, that would be the masculine. What's happening? What's she? Oh, okay. Turning away from the Emperor. So my feminines, it looks like, yeah, you've been turning away, right? From your masculine, your Emperor. You've been feeling like he's not what you need. It's like you're able to sit in there and look and know it's not what your heart is wanting. But it's almost like you know you can find victory here. Why? Because you're the Empress. Because you can see things clearly. You're fully mature in your feminine aspect. And I think what's happening here is you're saying to yourself, well, if I can become the Empress, then I'm sure he can become my Emperor. I already know he's the one. So what is my masculine feeling like right now? What is the masculine going through? A tower moment. The masculine is going through a tower moment right now. So that's like an event, a fated event that will change. It will change like what's happening in your life. It's like a specific event. It can be bad or good. but it's like a shakeup in life. It's something that changes things. What is the tower moment that the masculine's been going through? What is that tower moment? Oh, wow. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. That's 3 major arcana cards in a row. So what that means, right, is that the masculine is going through very, very fated events right now. Even on the feminine side, you had both the Emperor and the Empress. So it's like the feminine is very focused on the relationship, right? Really, really looking at it, really, really assessing it, analyzing it. And it's almost like trying to figure out, I definitely feel like the feminine is going back and forth between, is this a victory or should I turn away? Is this a victory? Should I turn away? Now, like I said, too, you have to remember, too, on the masculine side, everything that's happening so far has been completely fated. So it's not, it's almost like they can't control it. The universe is helping them. They're being judged, and their luck is changing based on how the universe is like judging them, basically. And what is the Wheel of Fortune? How are they, what kind of fortune do they have coming for them? The masculine here. Wheel of Fortune, please. Okay. So, good morning. Good, how are you? So for the masculine, their energy and the way that their fortune is that they've walked away, right? They walked away. Yep. They're walking away from things that don't serve them, or that they feel don't serve them. And in all reality, that could have been you. You know what I mean? Because this is based on their energy. This is based on what's going on in their life, right? But that's happened so that they can essentially become enlightened. They're going through a process of enlightenment. Where they can essentially figure out how to balance out their negative karma, move forward, and understand new information that maybe they didn't before. The masculine is super understanding of their side of things and not so much ours. Same in reverse. The feminine is very understanding of the feminine side and not so much the masculine. So they've been essentially separated in order to spend time in a whole different understanding where they can see maybe what they weren't able to see before. Sorry, my cards got all backwards somehow. Okay, it's enlightenment. It's all about enlightenment, right? So where does that go forward here then? Where does that go forward here for both parties? Because it definitely looks like separation. There's definitely a feeling of being stuck. Okay, so it's you feel stuck. Both parties, right? This is for both sides. Both sides feel stuck with where they're at, right? Not wanting to move forward in a love aspect, but also not wanting to go back to what it was, both with a new person or the same person, you know. So as twin flames, we pretty much know who our person is, right? And it can get difficult feeling like you're stuck and nothing is moving forward. But what this is saying too is it's that things are slow. But that the universe is doing it, and that it is coming towards you, becoming unstuck from this feeling, feeling bound, feeling tied to, your counterpart. But ultimately this is happening for the ability for you to find contentment in your life. The universe is essentially super involved with the masculine right now, because the universe is trying to help the masculine catch up in certain senses. And on the feminine side, we have catching up to do too. No lessons are always completely learned, but we need to really be focusing on our masculine energies, on mastering both stability and love, right? Becoming both the King of Pentacles. It doesn't matter, king or queen, masculine or feminine in this case, but as I was talking about what the feminine is meant to do, and in the masculine too, we're supposed to be becoming stable in finances, but also in love, the full and complete, right? That's the whole death and rebirth process here, for us. Over here, I don't know why I said it there. It's like part of how this all works, right? So the masculine, right, is then going to be ready to come in with an offer, a different offer, an offer to you. So with the feminine, right, it's like before, you turned away from your emperor because the cup was empty. It wasn't good, and they most likely could have done the same thing with you because they also have turning away cards. So it's like you two both turned away from each other, but now this masculine coming up here, he's going to be coming with an offer that actually has something in the cup, you know what I mean, something worthwhile. So yeah, because both of you are going through like a learning lesson with things that are hidden in time, really. As the world moves, so do our life lessons, and we're given ones very specifically based on astrology and us and the spirits and God and what's happening in our real life, so that we can get through it. And that's part of the twin flame journey. So expect it by October, right? Your masculine's going to come up with a new offer, and you're going to feel much more complete as a feminine, in stability, in finances, and in love. So that whole complete circle. So thanks for joining me outside today, guys. I hope that resonated with you. Like I said, comment and tell me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next videos. Check out the Zodiac ones if you haven't. Thanks, guys.